What is up, you guys? Master Cars Reviewer here, and today we've got the brand new 2019 BMW X7. So about the BMW X7, well, it's now BMW's flagship SUV, meaning it's the largest BMW ever, the most luxurious, and its price is fairly high. I mean, it starts at around $150,000 here in Lebanon. Now, it took BMW quite a while to get into this segment, but now it's competing very nicely against the Mercedes-Benz GLS and the full-size Range Rover. Now, this is my 5th episode of the 2019 BMW models. We already did the BMW X5, the new 8 Series, 3 Series, and most recently the Z4, all of which the links will be in the description box below. And I may do a 6th episode of the new 7 Series if this video gets at least 150 likes. So let's make it happen. Now, as always, this is going to be a full in-depth review of the X7. We're going to be taking a closer look at the interior and exterior of this quite beautiful SUV. And right off the back, yes, the kidney grille is actually huge, but trust me, it isn't as bad as you might think. More on that later. Let's get inside. So getting into the new X7, you directly feel that you're in something very expensive and quite big actually. It gets the new updated interior that we've been seeing in all the series. That's the new updated BMW interior, and I just love it. I mean, the stitchings on the steering wheel, the two high quality displays, and this very neat center console. It's all very beautifully done. Now, going back to the previous generation of BMWs, the F generation, in which we had the X5 and the X6 as the largest BMW models, and let's be honest, they didn't quite compete against Mercedes-Benz GLE in terms of interior luxury. But now, with this G generation, BMW have updated its whole range, and they've given us the class-leading X5 with its looks and interior and glass, and the X7 is all of that and more. I mean, think of it as an uplifted 7 Series. It is that luxurious, and aren't you gonna tell them to like and subscribe? Well, didn't you do that outside? Yeah, I did, but I mean, they listen more from you, man. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. So guys, in August 17, it'll be 4 years since I started this channel, and I want to reach 4,000 subscribers before that. So if it's the first time you come here, please consider subscribing for plenty of more content to come every Friday. And let's check out this beautiful interior, shall we? Now, coming on to the steering wheel, it's a 3-spoke multifunction leather-wrapped steering wheel. You have this beautiful aluminum all around the steering wheel with the stitchings right here. You have buttons to control the instrument display and the infotainment touchscreen on the right. You have beautiful paddle shifters, aluminum paddle shifters behind that we're familiar with now. 12.3-inch instrument display, and you can only see me actually here. But yes, you have 12.3-inch in front, and on the right 12.3-inch too. It's of very high quality, guys. I mean, I've said in previous reviews, I love the BMW system. It's really good going through the media, you know, radio, all of that. It's really fast and intuitive. Going through the navigation, for example. Let's see if it starts. Maybe it's not configured yet. It's a brand new car. But anyways, we'll check it out later. We have 2 air vents with the display. Now it's updated. You have writings with the low and all of that. Now in this car we have 4-zone climate control as standard, and you can opt for the 5-zone climate control, which is really nice. Of course, we have the crafted clarity in this car. We have the glass on the beautiful gear shifter, and of course glass in this volume knob. You have the buttons, the presets. Now in this BMW you have now the presets for example, navigation and all that. It's not just for the radio, so it's really nice that you have, you know, shortcut buttons now, and it's all touch sensitive. As you can see, I'm just putting my hand and it's putting that. Now I have it on my E93 series. It's not something new, but you know, it's you still have it. Opening that up, you have 2 cup holders with a 12-volt power outlet, and now the cup holders can be heated or cooled using this button here. And as you can see, it'll be, you know, like the blue, you have the blue lighting. That's a nice feature. You have 1 USB port and wireless phone charging. That's a cool feature. Again, this beautiful Swarovski glass gear shifter. And then on the left of the gear shifter, you have the shortcut buttons for the rear view camera and all of that. Start stop button also in glass. You have the driving modes here. As in all new BMWs, the X7 benefits from BMW's Live Cockpit Professional with 2 high quality displays. get the crafted clarity application, and the iDrive controller is finished in premium field glass, as well as other interior parts. The X7 comes standard with 2 axial air suspension, and it allows the driver to pre-select 5 different height levels with an adjustment range of 8 centimeters. Our X7 came optioned with BMW Individual extended merino leather seats, which look amazing and feel really snug. The 3-section panoramic glass roof is standard, but you can get the illuminated Sky Lounge for an exceptional ambience at night. And then opening up the center console, which is very deep, you have one USB port here, which is nice. You can put a lot of stuff. It's really interesting. Let me get a bottle of water, let's see if it fits. Yep, it fits. And then opening up the glove box, which also is very wide, and I like the way BMW is doing it. You know, they have this straight glove box, so you can put a lot of stuff. It's really a neat feature. And then checking out the door bins are actually huge. You have a big cup holder here. You can fit big bottles of water, that's for sure. And they're quite wide here. I mean, you can put books, maps, all of you want. It's pretty big, I like that. And also some cubby spaces for some coins or whatever you want, put them here. And also, as I know on BMWs, you have also more storage here. What is this, a USB cable? Yep. Okay, let's just close that up. You have all your headlight commands right here on the left. And you have this beautiful wood finish around in the interior. Big speakers in this car, Harman Kardon sound system, which is really nice. Now let's go ahead and check out the trunk of the X7. Now open up the trunk in the X7. Of course, it's a power lift gate, and it's a split one. You can open up the second one to this button here. Now, as you can see, you have camera equipment, and you have a lot of space even in this third row seats configuration, 326 liters. And if you press this button here, the max luggage, you're gonna have all the seats going down. As you can see, you're gonna have them folded. Now we're gonna have 750 liters, and with this row folded, we're gonna have 2,120 liters of boot space. It's massive boot space for whatever need you want. And of course you can remove this with the nice X7 emblem here. So that's quite a nice feature. Now let's go ahead and check out the back seat of the beautiful X7. Now coming on to the back seat of the X7. Now a cool thing that they're electronically assisted, so you can push them to the front or the rear for more legroom. You have actually massive legroom, as you're going to be seeing right now. Let's close up the door. I'm 185 centimeters, and look at this legroom. I can put my feet right there, and I can recline, of course, the seats. Now this car is optioned with the rear infotainment screens, which is nice on both sides. As we said, we have a 4-zone climate control, so you can control your climate control. You can control that from here, and you have city inputs and all of that for the rear infotainment stuff. So guys, now we'll be checking out this screen. We're gonna go to the home first of all. Now this car is optional with the gesture control, which is very neat. As you can see, you can change the radio station. Let's see, you do this, change the radio stations. Now that's quite a cool feature. Let's shut it off. Hey BMW.
Hello, what can I help you with?
I'm feeling cold.
Which temperature shall I set?
23.
I set the temperature in the driver's area on 23 degrees Celsius.
You see guys, that's quite interesting. Very impressive. Now going, for example, to car, we're gonna have the vehicle status driving information right here, journey data, sport displays. And when I'm revving it, you're gonna have the power output here and the G's. That's quite cool. Going back, going to X view, for example. Alright, this is quite a neat feature. I'm turning the steering wheel, and as you can see, the car is turning. First, I'm gonna try putting the car, I'm gonna lower it, and it's gonna put you that it's going down. The xDrive40i in today's review gets a 3-liter turbo 6, kicking out 340 horsepower and 450 Nm of torque. Acceleration is pretty brutal in this car, 6.1 seconds to 100 km an hour. That's basically better than my E93 series. The X7 launched with 2 petrol variants and 2 diesels, all of which get an 8-speed Streptonic transmission as standard. The xDrive40i weighs around 2.3 tons, but its acceleration is pretty hard and surprising once you take in the size of this SAV. BMW released recently the most powerful X7, the M50i, with 523 horsepower from its twin-turbo V8. Now coming on to the exterior of the X7. As you know, it's quite a controversial design in terms of the huge kidney grille that you have in front. Looking at it from the front, yes, it is actually big, but I was thinking the only way that this could have been better if this grille, you know, was a bit wider. That would have been way better. But still, it looks good. I mean, going on from the side, looking at profile, looks really good, very aggressive. Now on this car we have the standard LED headlights on the X7. As you can see, the way these go to the end and the way they are connected to the grille, that's a very neat feature. You can option it with the laser lights. Now a cool feature about the headlights is that these LEDs have a range of 300 meters. The laser lights get a range of 600 meters, which is really impressive. Our X7 is optioned with the Design Pure Excellence package, which gives the front a classy and luxurious face with chrome accents. You get active kidney grills which open when the engine needs cooling. The X7 is a huge car with a 5.1 meter length and 2 meters wide. Standard are the 20-inch rims, and you can get 22-inch rims like on this example. And going on to the rear, which I think looks really good. You have big LED tail lights with the X7 emblem here, the xDrive40i. As you can see, it's a very big rear, but it's very aggressive, and I really like it. Big thumbs up for this rear. You have two exhaust tips down below, no fake exhaust at BMW, so taking off Mercedes-Benz, I mean, you have actual exhaust, which is nice. It's aluminum, designed aluminum below with the chrome accents on the exhaust tips, and all this aluminum around the rear. What do you guys think of the styling of the X7? Did it change your mind? I mean, going around it with this very bright color, I think the white does it really justice. I mean, it looks really good. You have the 8 Series right here, which also reviewed. Links in the description box below. But look at this beautiful front. What do you guys think? Back in 2014, BMW confirmed that the X7 is on the way and will be built exclusively in Spartanburg. 3 years later, we saw the concept at the 2017 Frankfurt Motor Show, and gladly the production version looks a lot like that. It gets a lot of standard options, but you can also invest so much money in many different options, such as the off-road package, for instance, with 4 off-road modes. Put the X7 in its highest setting and you've got yourself a luxurious 7-seat off-roader for some fun. So guys, we're gonna take it for a short test drive, just for maneuvering, nothing much. But I thought it would be nice, you know, to talk to you guys about the X7 during this. Let's close that up. Let me just pull my seat forward. So, the X7 is a huge car. That's actually very true, and you can feel the car is very big and you're higher than everything on the road. And look, this is the X4, the old generation, and it's pretty bigger than that. One of the main things I realized is that the steering feels really light and turns easily with no effort. You can option the X7 with BMW's rear-wheel steering system, which helps maneuverability at low speeds. Pretty big SUV, guys, I won't lie to you. But the cameras do a very good job. If you don't know how to park a car, these systems really do a great job. The X7 can be optioned with Parking Assistant Plus, with a top view, panorama view, and the 360-degree 3D surround view. They're so helpful that once you get in another car, you start looking at the screen for assistance. Now, as you know, BMW has a cool feature that if you're maneuvering, like if you went in a tight space and then you want to go back, the car records 50 meters of your driving, and then it'll do that for you. You go back the same way you went in, so that's a nice feature. Then, all right, wow. Wow, that was some great accelerations. Did you see how it pulled? Wow. Wow, 6.1 seconds to 100 kilometers an hour. Like, this is pretty fast. Exhaust note. So as you might have guessed, the X7 is fast. it is so nimble that you forget that you're in BMW's largest SUV. There's a tiny bit of turbo lag, but it sounds so good under acceleration. The X7 even tightens the seat belts when accelerating to hold you in place. Visibility is perfect with wide windows, and I really like the towering seating position. The X7 is an extraordinary SUV, and after having some time with it, it makes so much sense in BMW's lineup. It offers class-leading technology and interior luxury to rival the Range Rover and the more expensive Bentayga at a much lower price. You either love or hate the front, but just imagine driving on the highway and you see the huge X7 grille in your rearview mirror. That's pretty bold. So guys, that's it for today. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe. Until then, take care everybody. See you soon.